Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. And this message is in regards to my chapter 11. So this will be Major Arcana, which is the full card overall energy. Message 2. Right now I'm seeing 22, because this would be the second message in regards to this full energy. The one I did yesterday was very, very, very specific. And I say that going back to the energy of the readings as I was pulling the zodiac cards. Normally cards fly out, but the cards didn't want to reveal themselves. The zodiacs didn't want to reveal themselves. 4 cards came through. So I took the 4 cards and I carried on with the flow of the energy of the readings as I was channeling. As I ended that message, I had appointments for the day where I was going to have to be in the house. So as I was in the house, there's things that I needed to concentrate on and take care of, you know? So as I was doing that, I received a notification on my phone. I heard the notifications going off, but I was so into what I was doing that it kind of slipped my mind. And then throughout the day, randomly, I remembered. So I went to go and look at my phone, you know? And I'd seen a notification from my TikTok, a request for a personal reading, as I've just, again, reloaded or reshared the fact that I'm doing free personal readings, 100% free personal readings. I've just been guided to share that information. I've never charged for a reading a day in my life. You know, I've accepted over a period of 3 to now 4 years, donations, probably 2 donations. You know, so I made contact and I did that message. And I've always said to myself, even if my message is resonating with one, then I've done my part that I feel like I need to do for that day or that time or for, you know. So I'm glad that message has helped somebody, because it was definitely a heavy energy to go into, and I was even reluctant to pull it out. Glad I did in the end. But as I was carrying on with my day, I'm having long day, but as I was carrying on with my day, I was still very much tapped into this energy of the Fool. So I kind of knew to myself that this energy, there was a second part to it, an extension, because not everybody's going through that energy. Again, like I said, it was very specific. As I say in my intros, it's not a message for everyone. But when the message comes through that strong, it's definitely a message for someone. But as I'm tapped into this energy of this, I'm picking up the energy of you can only fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. And normally when I say that, I would say it with sarcasm, because someone's being shady and so much people's believing the shade, the sneaky, dangerous attributes of whosoever. But in this energy, I'm more so picking up the energy of someone is now coming out of, I'm picking up an energy of let's just say the wilderness. Someone is now being revealed, somebody who was hidden, I'm picking up the energy of in plain sight. And there's been a lot of energy and references and messages that's come through in regards to the Meeks. Going back to around 4 months ago, I did some global messages, breaking news. And this was literally just before the passing of the Queen, around 10 days or so before the passing of the Queen. That was a very prophetic messages that was coming through. I did around 10. I can't remember what chapter that was for. but it was around 4 months ago, in regards to calling in the tribe of Judah, hashtag Benjamin, in regards to this energy of Egypt and Israelites and wisdom that's being gained, and how now to take that wisdom and that's within you and bring it forward in order to break free from the phobias and the manipulation of a system, a society, a community, a family, a frenemy. But the message that came through in my shaman deck, I'll read it here. And it says, possessions are many and varied. This is how we define ourselves. Even those unattached to the worldly possessions possesses knowledge, attaching to ideas, experiences, and name. Does a man with a feather possess the imbued spirit of the bird, or does the bird now hold the man captive with the man's desires to obtain knowledge? In truth, they are both possessed by the whole, the spirit, and the rainbow, containing all of life. The me dissolves into relationship. To be, to exist, is to be related. The true self is one of infinity. You ask, why was I born? And your life becomes a search for treasures. But the greatest freedoms comes with the search for truth, the true self. To find true fulfillment and beauty, understand your attachments, own them and accept them. Be proud of your accomplishments, then release them. Freedom comes when your belongings no longer own you. So it's like I'm picking up an energy of going back to a reader who I've been following for a couple of years now. And when I first heard her explain the story of tarot, the story of the emperor, the hermit energy is the emperor's energy who lost it all. When you get to the energy of the fool, you've had enough time to reevaluate, assess, observe a situation that you may have been in regards to an energy of Roman Greco, a system, a conditioning, a way of thinking. But I'm picking up on an energy of where someone's breaking free or has broken free and gained so much knowledge and wisdom in regards to their history and the who of them and their DNA, their heritage, you know, and is now wanting to take a leap of faith. I'm picking up an energy of with little to nothing. Someone's leaving with little to nothing, whether that was forcefully or whether that was a choice. But it's like somebody also, I'm picking up an energy of when I see the card balance, overall energy, day, boy, night, girl. First of all, I'm picking up astrology. Someone's jumping into the energy of astrology, but I'm also picking up an energy of someone's now going back into, it's like someone's taking this leap of faith into looking into themselves and their shadow attributes and their light attributes and how to balance the both. Going back to, I said if I was ever going to make an album, music album, I would have named it Shadow to Light. I've actually named one of my my oracles Shadow to Light, because we're all coming from a place, you know, where we've had to defend ourselves, justify ourselves against slander, gossip, hatred, jealousy, envy, whatever that reason may be. But whatever it is, it was all in order to push you to where you are now. It's like when they say anger gets shit done. Transmuting that energy, taking in that positive criticism. I'm hearing right now, taking the rough with the smooth. Someone's looking into all areas of their life. I'm hearing from beginning to end. So I'm going to pull some zodiacs in regards to this energy of freedom, knowledge and wisdom. No longer in that same place, that mental entrapment. So in regards to the energy of this message, So we've got Aquarius. We've also got Virgo. We've also got Libra. Center of the message, balance. Again, that was overall message, overall major arcana energy that came through in yesterday's reading. Justice. Let's get another 2 more zodiacs in regards to this energy. For those who's needing to hear this message the most at this time. We've also got Cancer. It's been a repeating card throughout this chapter, chapter 11. I'm hearing there's an advancement. There's some kind of an advancement, some kind of forward movement. But when I'm hearing the word advancement, I'm also picking up the energy and the image of war. Someone's advancing, they're coming closer, you know, kind of an energy. Or someone's getting closer to the truth. Aquarius energy. Doing the research, Virgo energy. Analyzing, you know. This could well be a legal situation with the legal card center of this message. Someone may be breaking free from some kind of injustice. Tell me more. Let's get one more card in regards to this calling in those zodiacs. And we've got Sagittarius. I'm picking up an energy of being raised by the unhealed generation. Those who was conditioned by fear, you know, they had no choice but to live in the energy of fear. So it's almost like they passed that message on. They passed that information on to the next generation, and then the next generation is now having to break the chains of the fears of the past, you know. And as time goes on, it's a whole systematic of fear. So let's get one zodiac in regards to the energy that you may be dealing with, in regards to the energy of this Fool, this new beginning, this energy of freedom. Card number 23. Break that down to the 5. There's some form of change that's coming here for somebody. The other overall energy of the message is Day Boy, Night Girl, card number 3. So this can be in relation to an Empress energy that you may be associated with, a feminine energy. In regards to the energies and the zodiacs that the sign of Aquarius, Virgo, Libra, Cancer may be dealing with. Got 2 cards, too many cards. I'm not going to take all, but we've got Pisces, Cancer, and Sagittarius. 2 repeating cards. Pisces was kept on coming through in regards to my pre-shuffle, when I was pre-shuffling. So let's see this. So we've got 2 cards, and we've got Taurus and Capricorn. Both in the reverse, wants to fall over into the energy of Aquarius. And what's funny, we've got Capricorn again at the bottom of the deck. And what's kind of funny about this is I just recently, this rising, shared a post on my community tab in regards to the astrology and the energy that we're in right now, which is Capricorn season, ruled by Saturn, which is bringing forward an energy of responsibility, accountability, and this is the kind of energies that was coming through prior to chapter 11 that I started just a couple of days ago now. There's a need here to take some form of accountability, and this is in regards to an energy that was coming towards you in order to bring some kind of news. News at a very crucial time of your life, where you was at a point where you was receiving abundances, blessings, change. But it's like whatever this message was or is something that is call someone to sit back, sit down, unplug, detach, to go into this energy of the hermit, to relook at situations, life, circumstances. I feel like I'm babbling now, so let's see. That came out kind of quick. So we've got the first house, the body. And we've also got fifth house, the creativity. Bottom of the deck, we've got Capricorn, I use. So strong Capricorn energy. But again, we're in that season. But it just could be that there's some Capricorny things that's needing to be dealt with, you know. But the center of this, I feel like, is the body. I feel like there's definitely some kind of balance, and it's going back into the energy again of yesterday. But I feel like there's something, not only is this the physical body, I feel like there's an energy of the mind as well when I see creativity, because the creativity comes from within. Again, I shared something on my community early this rising in regards to the gifts that I have and where it stems from. Wisdom, you know, of overcoming the phobias of a system. By the research, the certain balances is being brought to my life, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So let's get some chakra messages for the sign of Aquarius. What's the current energy for those who's resonating? So we got intuitive communication. I notice as it wants to fall in between the energy of freedom and phobias. It's like that middleman grey area kind of an energy. Someone's in the energy of researching this. So let's see, for the sign of Virgo, what's the current chakra energy? We've got two cards, and we've got clairvoyance. It wants to fall over into the energy of the Roman Greco. Someone's seeing something so clearly now in regards exactly acceptance. 40 could be relevant. Again, I'm seeing 221. Somebody's accepting exactly who they are and where they fit within a society. The things that they may have accepted from a system, a society. It's the energy of being in fear. So a kind of an energy of, I want to say, someone's not falling for anything. It's that kind of a phrase. You can only fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. Alright, let's see, for the sign of Libra, what's the current chakra energy for those who's resonating with the energy of Libra? And we've got challenge. And funny enough, challenge was the center of the message yesterday, calling in all stars. That was within the Taurus energy. And this is falling onto the energy of body. Card number 4, stability. You know, the calm before the storm. Card number 4, just before the 5, you know. Before the energy of freedom. So let's see, for the sign of Cancer, what's the current chakra energy for those within the Cancer energy? Passion. It's in the reverse. Wants to fall over the energy of creativity. for the sign of Sagittarius in regards to this message. What's the current chakra energy? Clarity. Maybe some things is not being made too clear to some right now. What may be clear to some is not clear to others, you know, kind of an energy. So in regards to the energy and the zodiacs that you're dealing with or maybe in at this time, with Taurus and Capricorn, strong energy of Capricorn. Capricorn season is what we're currently in right now. What's this energy in regards to Capricorn? Creativity, strong energy here of creativity and I'm going to read that from the book. I'm just going to pull a card for the sign of Taurus in regards to the zodiac or the energies that you may be dealing with. Guilt, but it's in the reverse. Connect to your higher self is at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to pull out a major arcana overall. I'm going to press pause and get the book, and I want to read the Capricorn card. So let's see. What's the overall energy in addition to the energy of the Fool for chapter 11 in regards to the Fool's energy? What's the most important message that's needed to come through? Usually I would use the card that was at the bottom of the deck yesterday, which was the Death card, the card of transformation. But again, I've just gone with the flow and feel guided to pull again, you know. And I'm very much drawn to this energy now of acceptance. So let's see what's the overall energy in regards to this message for those who may be resonating. There may be some delays. Bottom of the deck, Empress, which will be the overall energy of the next message. Message 3 of chapter 11. Again, going back to what I was saying in regards to grown by an unhealed generation. You know, when they install that energy of fear, it then creates an energy of silence. It then creates energies of delays. Because that truth, that inner truth that's within you is not being released. It's not being let out. Unsurety, you know, unclear of the wisdom and the knowledge that you know you've got within you. Someone just wants to break free. Someone's tired of being on this karmic wheel. So I had to go and look for the book. And what was kind of funny about that, I didn't really even have to look for the book. The book was literally right there. It was on top of my printer. So the energy I'm picking up on, there's a lot of energy here of creativity. And we've also got here the body. And as I was reading up on the energies, I haven't read 22 yet, card number 22, which is the Capricorn card. But when I read up on the energy of the 5th house, it's in reference to your inner child and your childlike fantasy mind and what that fantasy mind can create, manifest for you in the adult life, you know, kind of an energy. Something is going to maybe celebrated. I feel like someone's wisdom of their creativity is going to be celebrated. It's also bringing reference to spending time with children. And what's quite funny about that is the projects literally just cut midway of me explaining, but I kind of understand as I was listening back. Crucial timing, you know. There's some things that's just not meant to be said, and there's some things that's meant to be said, you know. So you have to take that as it resonates. But I realized just as I got to the end of the read up in regards to the Capricorn, I use card number 22. So it says time, the corrector. It says it's time to focus on your objectives and not let up. Ruled by Saturn, the planet of hard luck, the sign of Capricorn is personified by the goat that climbs the steepest cliffs to gain worldly success. Capricorn is a resourceful sign, and those under its influence long for power and prestige. There is no one more ambitious than a Capricorn. They usually do want to take the world by their horns. There are more spiritual goats, of course, but the aim of the most Capricorn is fundamentally practical in nature. With them, there are no careless wanderings into fairyland. This mountain goat looks for a physical niche, and through some glorious contact by which they can achieve. Their aim is to come up in the world no matter what it takes. This is the reason behind the motto for Capricorn I use. Since Saturn is their god, Capricorns are interested in what's solid, what can be seen, touched, or bought. Capricorns utilize their energies towards some concrete purpose rather than daydreamers and imagination. When Capricorn do indulge in dreams, they always dream big. They are insanely ambitious, and often good-looking Capricorns appear mature early in life and then grow younger and younger looking with each passing year. When the Capricorn card appears in a reading, it denotes a time of diligence and hard work. There is a gain in status and reputation, whatever you're told, or whatever you've told over, and especially sacrificed for. You are ready for a splendid results to be revealed. Keep in mind this game may be slow and systematic, but that you are heading towards something solid and lasting. You are about to meet all the right people who will back you and your goals. Some may be greater in status than you, but they will show you the ropes or support you in some substantial way. By all means, do not lose them. Capricorns is the sign of drive and ambition. Therefore, you may feel more driven than usual. In essence, this card is saying to put childish things away and take responsibility. Go for what you want in a systematic way. Beware of looking back and staying in the shadows. It's time to unleash your talents upon the world. Do not let up. Go out on a limb. If your question is to do with romance or a relationship, then these may take on more serious tones. Matters should grow deeper and more committed. It could be that one partner is older, higher in social rank, or will be a guide or a teacher to the other. It may also mean one is more serious than the other. Since Capricorn is a metaphorical earth sign, your outcome may progress gradually, unfolding at its own pace. You won't be able to rush matters. Everything must happen in its own time, not yours. Career and profession are also important, and you can expect to see changes there too. This card can indicate skeletal problems, such as broken bones, spiritual issues, strains, or even dental issues. Make sure you are getting enough calcium and vitamin D. Capricorn is a sign of time, maturity, and age. So if you develop, for some reason this phone just keeps on disconnecting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull a few more of these messages. I was about to pull some before I noticed it had cut again. And I feel like I'm going to end this message here. Something is glitchy, you know. So let's see, tell me more about this energy for the sign of Aquarius in regards to this energy of the Fool, chapter 11. It's falling over on the energy of challenge, and it says, even if I let go of your hand, Lord, please don't let go of mine. And it says, please, Lord, take the case and give me the pillow. it's like an energy of feeling alone. That hermit energy again, as I pulled for the sign of Virgo. I feel like there's some things that you've seen within the dark, you know. You've learned some real challenging lessons within the energy of being within, you know. So let's get a message for those in the energy of Virgo in regards to this energy. Okay, so 2 cards want to come through. It says soul contract need to be fulfilled and paid in full. And it's falling over on the energy of Capricorn I use and first house the body. It says looks are deceiving. Your best friend could be your worst enemy, and your worst enemy your best friend. And now this just goes perfectly with the energy of the Capricorn card that I just read, where certain things is needing to be put aside. Childlike energy, maturity is needed within a situation, less judgment, you know, and more unity, because there's too much delays that's taking place, and it's spreading, and it's the wrong knowledge and the wisdom that's being spreaded. It's got out of hand, you know. There's a loss of focus. The other card that I noticed wanted to come through was breaking generational curses. Could be seeing 4-4. Don't let no one put you in a box. So let's see, for the sign of Libra, what's the message? Know thyself. In all that you do, in all of these messages that you receive during this energy of clairvoyance, and that within energy, when you're in that hermit energy, you receive so much messages. They can come through to you thick and fast. It can become overwhelming. It can become a challenge. You may reach out. I know I did. In times where I felt overwhelmed, where I felt the challenges, even though I know my strength, you know. But there comes a time when we all need somebody, especially those who's a natural hermit. But during those times, when you see the responses, you have no other choice then, other than to handle things for yourself. How to transmute that. You learn how to transmute that. And if it's something you already know, then it's almost like you're remembering your capabilities of how to decipher through your own issues. This could be something that you've been doing since a child, going back to the energy of this creativities, going back to another message that I did on my channel, my previous channel a couple of years ago. The very same thing that tried to break you is going to be the very same thing that makes you. Balance is going to be restored within this. You're going to be free from the captivity, the silence that you may have been born into. You gained a lot more wisdom since then. You're no longer in that energy of that systematic way. So let's get another card for the sign of Cancer. And it reads, inner gifts being reclaimed, regained. The veil is being removed. Meeting self in other realms, past lives. Keep your heart pure. Visions. Hold your intentions and your innocence and your visions. For the sign of Sagittarius, what's the message? Three messages fell over on the energy of Capricorn. It says, from the breast to the cry, from the breast to the crying, heart to the feeding. That's a song. So it says, it's okay not to be okay. I'm not better than you. I am not better than you. I am of you. So this can be a parent in energy that could be in reference to, that you may have a karmic toxic relationship with. That may be the one who was behind these delays in your creativities, you know, responsible from that energy of silence, of not being able to speak one's mind. So I'm going to pull an energy for the sign of Taurus, which is here in regards to the energies that you may be dealing with. So it says, prejudging someone or a place or a thing, making assumptions based on one's own projection of past experiences, could have, would have, should have. It's falling over here in the energy of Taurus, in the energy of guilt and creativities and what someone may have done with your creativities and with your innocence. And I'm hearing the first chapter of my book is called Robbed. I need to have that ugly cry. It's better out than in. Someone's needing to release. Either or both. New life, new identity. As it is above, so it is below. It's set in stone is what I'm hearing. There was another card that came out in regards to. So we've got Capricorn again. So in regards to this energy of Capricorn that you may be dealing with, I'm hearing right now, someone's needing to use their knowledge and the wisdom that they've gained, that they may have robbed, in a purposeful way. Spread the knowledge wisely. So let's see, for the sign of Capricorn. So it says knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is freedom. And it wants to fall over in this energy of acceptance and clairvoyance. That Virgo Aquarius energy. It's saying safety first, land safely, eagle eye, ancestral guidance and protection, survival. Follow your highest energy that's within you. It will never lead you wrong. Forgive them. They know not what they do, or what they have done, or what they're about to do. And I feel like I'm going to kind of end this message here, because I'm noticing my phone's about to disconnect again. I will come in with a tarot straight in regards to this message. But for those that this message has resonated with, I hope you find some kind of peace and contentment within yourself. Especially on this lonely road of you know, going back to the energy of Moses. It can feel that way, but just know you're protected.